Yeah, so a few years ago I went to the Enabling Safety Workshop with Work, and was because I was working in a warehouse environment at the time, managing safety amongst other things. I was really taken with the shared workspace, the shared traffic space video that they showed, and I thought, I wonder if that would work at in our particular kind of haphazard warehouse. So I went back, I watched what was happening in the warehouse with the particular line marking that they had, and demarcations and barriers in some places, but generally lots of lines and crosswalks, I suppose you'd call them. So the zebra crossings on the actual floor, and was quite startled with what was happening, seeing people come out of offices, crossing these crosswalk areas without actually looking. And these crosswalks were across doorways that were frequented by our LPG forklifts that were doing 10 or 15 Ks into that doorway. And essentially what they were doing was they were not even thinking, they were not even really looking at the zebra crossing, they were just perceiving it there and sort of seeing themselves as protected. So I undertook a bit of a facilities cleanup where we got rid of some of this marking, we got rid of some of the barriers in the main walkway, and what we found was a complete, and we consulted as we went, but there was just a complete flip of their perception of risk and the risk that they thought they were under before, and actually realised they were under once all this so-called protection was gone. We saw both from pedestrians and drivers a greater care taken with like the end of the racking, which they usually come out of at a million miles an hour and scoot around. They're actually sounding their horn a lot more. People were walking with their heads up a little bit more, especially at that office space, and just really saw a massive change in their behaviour and how they interacted with their own workspace, and actually taking care when they're stepping back from a bench, their packing bench, rather than just like pick up and turn around and everything's like this fluid motion. There was actually a minor hesitation where they'd actually like pick up and sort of look before they actually started moving. And yeah, it was just exactly what you saw in the video, this wholesale change of risk perception, because we took away these both conscious and subconscious barriers, the signs that tell them to blast their horn, the lines at the end of racking, the zebra crossings, all this stuff was removed, and given them the accountability for their own safety. So
Excellent.